Hey everybody, it's Tyler. Today we're going to be looking at Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Jazz from the 2015 cartoon. I only own 5 Jazz figures, including this one, so I'm not exactly an expert. But he's a fan favorite. He's cool by definition. So let's see what this guy's all about. Alright, so here we have Jazz in his vehicle mode. This is definitely the weakest of the two modes, so we won't spend too much time on it. He does have a really cool, I guess, well, I won't even call this really cool. It's just kind of a generic sports car design with this weird kind of split spoiler, kind of just boring white with the stripes. It is reminiscent of his original Jazz G1 color scheme, but this is definitely lacking paint apps and the weaker of the two modes. One of my huge pet peeves on figures is when their headlights aren't painted. So, and also there's no brake lights, like you can't even really see what's going on there. He's got the 4 exhausts there, but just really lacking detail. He also is missing the clear plastic windows that a lot of the other Robots in Disguise vehicle modes have. So he's like definitely just a disappointment in this mode. Plus, like, look how thin the vehicle mode is, like this huge front. Like, I know it's a cartoon, so it's like exaggerated proportions and everything, but like I couldn't imagine driving this thing. It'd look weird. One thing I thought was pretty neat, which, a lack of paint apps actually, it's just a disappointment. You've got this cool little spot at the back where there could have been like an Autobot symbol there. Would have really liked, if Jazz was also designed with an Autobot symbol here, or his G14, number 4 for his number in the original cartoon. Enough of that. Here's his weapon, his lance. It does not have any storage that I am aware of. So the best you can do is just plug in this thing right on the top here. Kind of definitely really silly looking. Here is a quick comparison with Bumblebee. You can see Bumblebee has the really cool clear plastic windows. He's got probably about the same amount of paint, but just in the design of the figure, it looks better. Let's transform him. Alright, so another, okay, not as disappointing as the actual vehicle mode, and, since he is one of the original characters, they're not going to get super crazy with how he transforms, but he pretty much has the most basic, like just a basic Autobot car transformation. You kind of just separate the legs, they kind of just fold out from the back there. His arms kind of come down from the hood. His hood forms the chest. Arms kind of just slide up there. Hands come out of the wrists. You gotta make sure the back is up like that. He's got the door wings. So, he's pretty much exactly what you would expect from your basic car transformation. Really super easy. If you're a parent and you're watching this and you were thinking about toys for your kids, these Robots in Disguise toys are really easy. You won't have to worry about having to transform your kids' toys all the time, and just super easy to change. All right, so robot mode is obviously the mode you're going to want to display this guy in. Here's where most of the paint is. The design is solid. He looks like a beefy Jazz, a veteran character, and just a classic style for an Autobot. He's got a little bit of a grumpy face, so that's kind of disappointing since Jazz is chill. The other disappointment with the head sculpt is that, Jazz, even in the show, has this cool battle visor. This time you just get the eyes. So, oh well. You got some of the paint down here. Black helps it pop. The red is cool. Mine is a little loose in this shoulder area over here. This one's okay, but this one's loose. Nowhere near as bad as Sideswipe, who shared, it was a shared wave mate. And here's his really kind of lame weapon. It's this like lance, which he hasn't had on the show that I've seen, and it's kind of just disappointing. I mean, you've got a handle to hold it like a gun, but do you see this thing shooting? No. Anyway, he looks, decent. Easily a pass if you're only going for like the core cast of Robots in Disguise. If you're a Jazz fan, you should probably pick him up because he's still pretty cool for Jazz. But I mean, just a quick comparison here. Reveal the Shield Jazz is like 1,000,000 times better than this guy. Just in detail and obviously design. But again, I think that's obviously every G1 fan is going to prefer Reveal the Shield Jazz over this guy. Here is a quick comparison with Optimus from the same toy line. So it's a more accurate comparison, I guess. But yeah. He's going to be on the shelf for me for a little bit. But, he basically just is what he is. Alright, final thoughts on Jazz. 2.5 out of 5 stars. He is a skippable toy if you're not into Robots in Disguise or Transformers Prime. I buy him if you want an easy Transformer for your kids that they should enjoy. It's a good toy for that. But other than that, not a lot of pros for this guy. If it's a toss up between this toy and Sideswipe, definitely go with Jazz. Hope you guys found it informative. We'll catch you next time.